Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Chrono Trigger. Last time, we entered Fiendlord's Keep and took out 2 of the 3 generals, Slash and Flea. This time, we've opened the way to Ozzie. And he's pulling no punches. He's getting into a fight with us right away. Or he's not the one getting into the fight, he's kind of forcing other people to do it. That's kind of the opposite of that and kind of more cowardly than what I made it sound. I've already mentioned it, but kind of furthering the love for these enemy names in this area, these guys are just called hench in the original translation, and I've always thought that was really funny. Sounds like a really slangy way of referring to a henchman, just like, yeah, man, I'm a hench. Oh, blue gargoyles. Haven't seen you guys yet. I'm wanting to say, yeah, you just kind of like kick us in the face, you're weak physical attackers. I love Chrono's lightning too. I can't wait for somebody else to learn level 2 magic. We do have that coming up on some of our tech lists. Maybe I'll check that here in a moment when we get out of this fight. Oh no, spoilers, we killed them all in one hit. How will you ever know what was going to happen? You will not have the tension and butt clenching that comes from that. Hello, Frog. I was just saying that I wanted more magic and you were happy to oblige. Luke is kind of close. Marl's not as close. Robo's not even close. Okay, I can't say that with a straight face. I love Robo way too much. I always do that, where I always make fun of him, and then I just feel bad afterward. Robo, why must you be so endearing that I can't make fun of you? Frog just learned Heal. This heals a moderate amount of HP to all allies, so he's also a party healer now. This is one of the reasons why you might want to consider somebody other than Marl to be the healer, because Marl heals the most amount of HP to one target, but she doesn't have a good way of healing everybody on her own. She has to use up Chrono's turn in order to do that, and even then, she doesn't really heal a lot. Chrono having Raise is also just good in emergencies, something that she can't really do. Thinking to save on MP, we'll probably go for the magic right here. One target. And Frog blow bubbles at him. He might be laughing now, but little does he know that water is going to rust the armor that's part of his body and erode him to dust. Many people live in bubbles. You died in one. Mid-ether, not bad, okay. I was saying before that it might be a good idea to outfit Chrono with the silver stud, which is not here. It's probably on Marl. Yep, it is. Take your ribbon back, Marl. And give me that. Spending only 4 MP to nuke the room of enemies quickly is just going to be a lot nicer for Chrono to do. Hello, you can take out 4 enemies in one go here. Yeah, only 4 MP is a lot nicer. Chrono has a lot of MP, but it still eats a lot. And there that goes. Doesn't matter, I don't think you really get that HP because it's not your maximum. Okay, well you can... Wow, you're just mocking me, aren't you? It's like, ha, let's make fun of him by showing him what he did to us and how much we appreciated it. Oh, now you're annihilating me. That's cute. Oh, he really is mocking me. They're just copying whatever I do and do that. It's not their gimmick or anything. It's just kind of working out that way, and it's funny to kind of give them that personality. 1,200 gold. I had no idea being a Dark Lord was such a wealthy position. So, you've made it. Slash! Flee! Pardons, Ozzie. They can't help you anymore. You fly-eating, tongue-flicking... Ozzie's in a pickle! Huh, don't you mean Ozzie is a pickle? Because you're, you know, all green and bumpy and like, kind of fat. Oh, okay. Mr. O. More importantly than my stupid insults that sound like a 5-year-old came up with them. I'm sorry, I'm not good at being mean to people. At least I don't think I am. At least I hope I'm not. That is a female equipment piece. I'm thinking Marl's just the natural choice for that because it gives her more defense. Luca has the Taban vest, and I don't want to miss out on that after he so lovingly crafted it. Speaking of things lovingly crafted for us, you can get hurt on the field by touching these blades. Have good timing, get under them. Welcome. I haven't mentioned it yet, but one feature that I don't use enough is walking. Ooh, Dark Mail. Dark Mail. Is that better than... Still not better than the Mesozoic Mail. Is better than the Ruby Vest. Walking. I have auto run enabled in my settings, so whenever I'm just pressing the D-pad right now, I'm not holding B to run. It's just kind of how I set the game up every time. But if I hold B, I walk instead. If I walk against the grain here, I stay in place and can very easily get across these blades. Not bad. How was this? Speed up. Oh, no. Oh, crud, I accidentally started running and I screwed up my timing. Okay. Well, we'll... Oh, no! Crud, no. Just get through, Chrono. No! So much for my hot tips. Frog, this is why you're here. Frog was down to 1 health after that. Sheesh. At that rate, we're gonna have frog legs for dinner. All right. Well, there we are. We're in pretty good shape, and we didn't even have to lick Luca with frog juices to do it. What? Impossible! Ozzie's such a character. Get a Death Claw! This is a weapon for Robo, and it's one of my personal favorites. Not because of anything that the weapon actually does, though it is a pretty nice increase. It's because in the original translation, this weapon was translated as the Doom Finger. My Robo had no idea that you were into such things. It's always the quiet, shy ones, I tell you. Okay, well, I'm just going to abandon that topic before we get any further into it. And for this part, Ozzie really has good taste because you're playing Donkey Kong. You go down these ladders, let the roundillos pass by, and you continue climbing up the ladders. It's very clearly referencing that, and it's in the most unlikely of places. I'd kind of think this would be in the Millennial Fair and not in the Fiend Lord's Keep, but that's just me. If they touch you, you get into fights. Those things up there are the Jugglers that we've heard about, where they will change their defenses based on the last attack that you hit them with, either physical or magic. And here, he's laid out traps for us. You fall down the pits and you gotta fight your way out. This is meant to be a punishment and meant to make you feel bad for not taking your time. Walking slowly is an effective tactic to seeing where the pits are because he'll turn the crank just before you step on them. But personally, I consider these a good, not a bad. Ozzie is very bad at punishing us because you have these very easily killed enemies. For just 4 MP, we instantly took them out and got lots of money. Sorry about that, had a very rude interruption. It's called coughing, how dare I. And along the edges of the room, you touch these. And we have a cameo appearance from the rival from Pokemon Gold and Silver. These are called question marks. They have obscenely high defense, yet only 10 HP. Magic deals with them nicely. They are extremely weak. They never attack you. They just kind of buzz around and waste your time, but they give fantastic experience. 400 with 300 gold for such a simple fight. You can see why I don't mind it so much. And not only that, but you get a magic castle for falling down here once. Ozzie! Rolling out the red carpet for us. I had no idea he had such a high opinion of it. Shelter, a barrier sphere, which we've only seen one of but any other time. A lapis? That's a new item, actually. The lapis restores a small, I think it's 200 HP to the entire party? Yes, 200 HP. I don't know if I'm proud or ashamed that I knew that from memory. This is a great game. What am I talking about? Of course I'm happy that I knew it. Luca, you're hitting like a truck. Let's make Robo a little more jealous, because that's kind of his thing. Out of these 4, only one of them is real, and you're just going to be going around dowsing for them. The question marks are kind of a notable enemy because they're not in the bestiary. I've yet to mention the bestiary, and you might not even know what that is because it's a feature exclusive to the DS version of Chrono Trigger. Despite the fact that the mobile and PC ports are based on the DS version, it was left out of those for some unknown reason. I don't know why. It was already done. It's fully in the game. In fact, I'll show you right now. That's the settings menu. This should be the bestiary. We start with Gato, and we scroll down through the enemies in order of when they generally first appear. I've been telling you when we can first battle enemies so that you fill this in case you're playing the same version as me, and it's one of the reasons why I choose the DS version as the definitive one, just because, oh, that one's a save point. Just because, that is technically a level of completion if you want to count it as one. One of them is a save point, 2 of them are fakes, and one of them still is, well, the way back out. Oh, nope. I was a little bit too greedy there. You just go back down, all 4 of them respawn, and you have to find the real one again. It's randomized every time. However, I don't know about you, I'm gonna go out of my way to fight these guys every single chance I get, because why would I not? In fact, these pits are even good times to heal. He gave you a shelter in a place that guarantees a save point. Chrono got a level up as Marl punched him in the eye. Frog got a level. Oh, I found it on the first go. That's lame. Unfortunately, after finding the pits one time, you can't jump down them again. So I'm just dowsing around trying to find as many pits as possible so I can take advantage of such a premier grinding spot. Luca got a level up. Ozzie, you run out of tricks. I've never been more sad to say those words. What? Impossible! And we're just gonna let him get away again instead of bopping him over the head. It's okay though, I can't wait to see what else he's got cooked up. Here, oh, he ran up and gave me a hug. These are Outlaws, and these are the Jugglers we've heard so much about and how they change their defenses based on what you hit them with. Physical guard, weak against magical attacks. If I were to hit them with a physical attack, even with a critical frog attack, that's still 30. Thinking, Luca, this is probably your bag. 568, easy kill. These Outlaws are very simple enemies. In fact, he's not even okay, there he goes. He attacks using Shuriken. He has one other thing that's mildly interesting about him, but aside from that, very similar. Well, he's not even similar to the freelancers that we fought back on the Denadoro Mountains. Oh, these. I guess I might as well get into a fight with them. This is a Roundillo Bomber. They counterattack by blowing themselves up. What a sad existence. Please don't be that sensitive whenever somebody gives you a hard time, okay? I didn't mean nothing by it. I mean, I still wanted to kill you because you're a bad guy, but now I just feel awkward about the whole thing. Outlaw! Maybe they are more similar to the freelancers than I thought. Wasn't expecting them to go down quite that easy. We'll play more Donkey Kong. Oh, no, 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 no. I just want to jump over barrels in Donkey Kong. I don't want to murder them. Keep going. I'll go down. Pass on by. And hello. That looked very painful. Hit you? And that's that. I don't know what it is with these guys and just being such a joke. Oh, is the bomber gonna be involved in the fight? Yes, it is. Oh, man, that's lame. What if I leave him alone? He looks so dopey and happy just rolling about, and we're gonna take that away from him. Forever. Lightning, maybe? 1620! Dude, I knew you were sensitive, but wow! That was coming from Chrono! Wow, alright. I knew those enemies were weak and went down with relative ease. I didn't think they, went down quite that easy. Sheesh. We've arrived in another room, looking like it's very full of traps. This time, Ozzie's cranking up enemies on these lifts. We got the return of Ogans, and we got the return of Outlaws. Of course, though, they are all the same to us. Just one use of lightning, too, does them in. Don't make a liar out of me. Come on, don't make a liar out of me. Don't make a liar out of me. You made a liar out of me. Nice. Well, now I just feel awkward about this whole thing, though. So, Luca, if you could take him out with a regular attack? No. All right, I was going to say you'd probably feel really good about yourself because that's probably the only time that was ever going to happen. Take you down. 10 TP, 520 gold, still good gold. And it seems like we're gonna have lots of fights because the music isn't stopping. Indeed. Now maybe we can show this. When Outlaws and Jugglers are together, they're capable of performing a dual tech. I think it's attacking, let's shoot one of the Outlaws first just to make absolutely sure. That sounds like such a cowboy thing to say. Combo counter, yes. They work together to do Fire Whirl, outright using one of Chrono's techs against you. It's attacking the Outlaws that causes it, not the Jugglers. This might have been a bad choice because I don't know what defense the Jugglers have up right now. Okay, Magic Guard, weak against physical attacks. You take care of that. You do that. Probably should have Luca finish you off because you're probably very low in health. And these guys aren't gonna, oh! he lived? I gotta be honest, I'm not used to enemies living at all. Yep, I done goofed. I made a mistake. Should have had Luca do the attacking on the juggler and then had Chrono finish them off. But it's okay. You can do it now. We learned from our mistakes. We're doing it right this time. 185. Hit you. And you should be weak against magical attacks right now, I think it is. I don't exactly remember because I've been so fixated on trying to get everything else right that I didn't focus on this. Yep, I still remembered. Good. Froggo, I think we're in need of some healing. Next up. How dare you, Ozzie? Oh, you're fighting dirty. That is dirty. Giving me a collectible right in front of me. Was 2 steps away from picking it up. And now you force a battle on me. You know exactly how to get under my skin. Well, you know what? Now you're going down. Doing a magic guard, weak against physical attacks. Weak against magical attacks, that one is. Luca, maybe you can... Yeah, Luca, no. Luca, shoot that guy. Chrono, use lightning too. That's what I... No, I did it wrong. I am having so much trouble juggling 2 actions here. At least we're getting to see that they're capable of using fire. Everybody on Luca for some reason, even though it's doing 12 damage, they don't seem to really notice or care. At least I did 1 out of 4 well. That's better than I did in school. I don't know if I want to admit that. You think I'd have an easier time with these guys because I play a lot of Pokemon and they're essentially Kecleon. You're weak against magical attacks. You should be weak against physical. Yes. And now we can use lightning too to just finish you off. Ah, gee. I'm sorry. Juggling 2 actions by 4 people, that's 8 things that I have to think of at the same time. It's a little bit beyond my comprehension. What impossible? Oh, you weren't supposed to make it this far. Obtained a speed belt! That's why I wasn't minding so much that we had to not have the thing on Ayla. Okay. So, Frog obviously wants the hero's badge. That thing's amazing. Chrono, I've already given my reasons for the silver stud, so Luca is the logical choice. No, actually. I've already taken the liberty of using all the other party members just to see if there's any dual text that could be combined with Frog's heal. There weren't. So I think I'm going to bring in Robo again because I like having this party of 3. We have a little bit of healing on everybody, and we're able to just hit really hard with the only triple tech that we have. And it works out because we have a better physical attacker now in the form of Robo. I think, do we have a... That's gonna Cyclone Sweep? No. I think we're just gonna have to punch him. Go them, Robo. Stick him with your Doom Finger. So many fights going on here, and it looks like it's still not going to let up. He did say 100 feints. Whoa, that looked cool. Should have done that sooner. It would have been a lot more intimidating. I don't want to attack the outlaws first. Instead, they start with low magical defense, as we've seen. So then Frog can do this. And then Robo, maybe you can just punch one of the outlaws once this guy's gone. No, okay. Laser Spin's low MP. I don't care that it's not going to hurt the outlaws. So you're gone. And then Chrono, yeah, just attack. We're going to finish these guys off quickly. I'm surprised at how much trouble I'm having with these and how much I'm having to think about my actions beforehand. It does show how the battles can be still engaging even if they're not outright difficult because they give you things to think about and ways to effectively take them out, and there's just a lot of satisfaction with taking out a group of enemies all at once. Hello! We got new enemies finally! Just when I was thinking it had been a while since we saw a new enemy, here's one now. We have Servants, which are crossbow-wielding Ogans. We'll hit the group. Never seen a rapid-fire one before. He just inflicted Frog with poison. Everybody just loves poisoning Frog. Maybe they just think it thematically makes a lot of sense for a frog to be poisonous. We'll hit you guys, and they have very weak magical defense. Chrono got a level. Frog got a level. And Ozzie is not at the end of this room. I was gonna say now I'm gonna have to level with you. He's got nowhere left to run, so this sounds like a good time to heal. You just gonna let me go over here and grab your treasure? Okay, a mist robe. Don't have anyone to equip that to, but I appreciate the gesture. And, oh, magic scarf. Already had one of those too. Had no one to give them to. But, you know, like I said, it's the thought that counts, Ozzie, and I'm glad that you appreciate such things. Ozzie, your time is nigh. Lord Magus should have finished summoning Lavos by now. I won't be defeated by you. I won't. No attack can pierce my barrier. I'm invincible. Ozzie has cryogenically frozen himself in an attempt to avoid dying. If you attack him directly, it plinks right off. What are you aiming at, you imbecile? He does what he does and just makes fun of you. What you actually want to hit are these levers, which also share a name with the fake save points. Hit that. Wah! Missed me. Opens a pit in the ground. We'll hit the second one. Where do you think you're aiming? Third one. Missed me, missed me. Number 4. Process of elimination tells me that this better do something, otherwise we are screwed. Huh? I wonder what affliction of the mind that one must have been suffering from. Time is our enemy now. We must hurry to Magus. Next time on Chrono Trigger. That's just what we'll do. See you guys then.